Good morning, students. Today I will explain the problems related to the properties of determinants. Find the determinant 1, 1, 1. A, B, C. A square, B square, C square. Find the determinant of 1, 1, 1. A, B, C. A square, B square, C square. This is a standard determinant. To evaluate such determinants, make maximum number of elements zeros. Once you make the maximum number of elements 0, evaluation of the determinant becomes easy. So, to make the elements of maximum number of elements of the determinant 0, here we will apply the transformations, either row transformation or column transformation. Clearly this is the first row, second row, third row. You can make these two elements 0 with the help of the first row. For that, let us consider R2 as R2 minus R1 and R3 goes to R3 minus R1. Subtract the elements of first row from the elements of row 2 and row 3 respectively. So that the first row elements are unchanged here. Once R2 goes to R2 minus R1, you have to consider R2 minus R1. R2 minus R1. Subtract R1 elements from the corresponding elements of R2. That means 1 minus 1, 0. B minus A. This is B square minus A square. Similarly, the next elementary transformation is R3 minus R1. So, R3 minus R1, that is also 1 minus 1, 0. C minus A, C square minus A square. Now, evaluate the determinant about first column. You can evaluate the determinant about any row or any column. So, here I will evaluate the expand the determinant about first column. Expanding the determinant about first column. Expanding determinant about C1, first column, column 1, column 1, first column. We get 1 into eliminating that row and column, the remaining determinant of remaining submatrix B minus A, B square minus A square, C minus A, C square minus A square. Minus 0 into eliminating this row and column, we get A square, C minus A, C square minus A square, plus 0 into plus minus plus. Eliminating the third row and first column, the remaining determinant of submatrix. So, once you eliminate, you evaluate the determinant about first column, we get this value. Since 0 into the determinant gives us 0, 0 into the determinant gives us 0. So that we get only b minus a, b square minus a square, c minus a, c square minus a square. So, by taking these transformations, we can able to reduce the 3 by 3 determinant to 2 by 2 determinant. Now, you can evaluate this 2 by 2 determinant. With the help of transformations, you can evaluate this determinant also. B minus A is common in the first row elements. C minus A is common in the second row elements. To evaluate this 2 by 2 determinant, taking common B minus A in R1, C minus A in R2, we get taking B minus A from the common from the first row, we get B minus A into. Similarly, taking C minus A common from the second row, we get 1 B plus A here and 1 C plus A here. Once you take the common from a row, you have to take that value as common from each and every element of that row, so that this value becomes B minus A into C minus A. Again, evaluation of this determinant 2 by 2 determinant by the definition of AD minus BC, we get 1 into C plus A minus 1 into B plus A, which gives us B minus A into C minus A into, this is you may remove A, we get C minus B. Now, interchange the terms in this factor and in this factor. Interchanging these terms of this factor, once you interchange these terms, we get minus. Again, interchanging these two terms, we get another minus, a minus into minus plus. So, B minus A, take this factor as it is, so that the factors are in cyclic form. Hence, the required determinant value is A minus B, B minus C, C minus A. So, the determinant of 1 A square, 1 B square, 1 C square is always A minus B, B minus C, C minus A. This is one standard determinant. You can take different values for A, B, C, and you can able to find different determinants. For example, let us consider find 2009, 2010, 2011, 2009 whole square, 2010 whole square, 2011 whole square, 1, 1, 1. To evaluate this determinant, you can use this determinant as formula, previous problem as formula. Now, to evaluate this determinant, consider the given determinant 2009, 2010, 2011, 2009 whole square, 2010 whole square, 2011 whole square. This is 1, 1, 1. Now, interchange the first column and third column at first. Interchange the first and third columns. That was denoted by interchanging R1 and R3. R1 becomes R3 and R3 becomes R1. Oh, sorry, columns. This is columns, not rows. On interchanging first column and third column. Interchanging first and third columns. We get 1, 1, 1. 2009 whole square. 2010 whole square. 2011 whole square. 2009. 2010. 2011. But once you interchange any two rows or two columns, the value of the determinant changes, so that it takes negative sign. It takes negative sign, because once you interchange these two columns, the whole determinant takes the negative sign. So it becomes minus of 1, 1, 1, 2009 whole square, 2010 whole square, 2011 whole square, 2009, 2010, 2011. Again interchanging these two. Again interchanging C2 and C3, column 2 and column 3. Once you again interchanging these two, it becomes plus, minus of minus plus. The determinant becomes 1, 1, 1, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2009 whole square, 2010 whole square, 2011 whole square. By interchanging the columns respectively, C1 and C3 initially and then C2 and C3, you get the total determinant reduces to 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, A square, B square, C square. So from the previous problem, it is clear that this is equal to A minus B. A minus B means 2009 minus 2010 into B minus C, 2010 minus 2011 into C minus A, 2009. Since determinant of 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, A square, B square, C square is A minus B, B minus C, C minus C, like that. Hence it is minus 1. This is also minus 1. This is 2. So the required determinant value is 2. This is since once you take the determinant is of the form 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, A square, B square, C square. This value is A minus B, B minus C, C minus A. Just use this determinant as a formula and you can evaluate the required determinant. Like that, you can use the standard determinants as formulas. Next one. Similarly, find determinant of 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, A cube, B cube, C cube. Find the determinant of 1, 1, 1, A, B, C. Instead of A square, B square, C square, here I am taking A cube, B cube, C cube. In such case, let us consider the determinant as if in previous case. Make these two positions 0 by taking R2 goes to R2 minus R1 and R3 goes to R3 minus R1. Taking these transformations over rows, the first row is unchanged here, 1 A cube, because the transformations are over R2 and R3. So subtract R1 elements from R2 and R3. Subtracting R1 elements from R2, 1 minus 1, 0, B minus A, B cube minus A cube. Similarly, subtracting R1 elements from R3, 0, C minus A, C cube minus A cube. So once you evaluate the determinant about first column, we get this determinant only. Expanding the determinant about first column, expanding determinant about column 1, about C1 otherwise, column 1. We get 1 into this determinant, B minus A, B cube minus A cube, C minus A, C cube minus A cube. The remaining values becomes 0. Now clearly, in the first row, B minus A is a factor. In the second row, C minus A is a factor. So taking B minus A and C minus A as common factors from row 1 and row 2, we get 1 here, B cube minus A cube. B cube minus A cube is B minus A into B square plus BA plus A square. Similarly, C cube minus A cube equal to C minus A into C square plus CA plus A square. By factorizing B cube minus A cube, B minus A is a factor. So the remaining factor is here B square plus BA plus A square. Out of this, once you take C minus A as common, it becomes 1 C square plus CA plus A square. Since B cube minus A cube is B minus A, since you can write this, since B cube minus A cube is B minus A into B square plus BA plus A square. C cube minus A cube is C minus A into C square plus CA plus A square. Now you can straight away evaluate this determinant by definition of 2 by 2 determinant, just AD minus BC form. So hence it is B minus A into C minus A into, on evaluation of this determinant by the definition, we get C square plus AC plus A square minus of B square minus AB minus A square, AD minus BC formula. So that this A square cancels. Now from this, again you can factorize this one. You can take these two terms, collect these two terms and take A as common. So once again you can take C minus B as common here. So B minus A, C minus A, C minus B into C plus B here plus A. So in cyclic order, arranging the terms in cyclic order, we get A minus B. Once you interchange these two terms, we get minus. Again interchange this factor to get in cyclic form. Rearrange these two terms in this factor and in this factor, so that you get minus into minus plus. So C minus A, and take the other factors as it is. So this is the required determinant value 1 1 1 A B C, A cube B cube C cube is A minus B, B minus C, C minus A into A plus B plus C. This is also one important determinant. You can use it as a formula also. If any determinant is in such a form, you can straight away use this one as a formula. Similarly, find A square A cube, B square B cube, C square C cube. Find the determinant of A square A cube, B square B cube, C square C cube. Now to evaluate this determinant, consider the determinant here, C square C cube. Clearly you can take A as common from the first row, B as common from the second row, C as common from the second row. So taking A, B, C common from R1, R2, R3 respectively. Taking A as common from the first row, we get A, and if taking B as common from the second row, we get B and C. This is C into, here we get 1 A square, 1 B square, 1 C square. Taking A, B, C common from R1, R2, R3 respectively. From first row you can take A as common, from the second row you can take B as common, from the third row you can take C as common. So that we get A, B, C into determinant of 1 A square, 1 B square, 1 C square. Clearly this determinant is A minus B into B minus C into C minus A. Already we proved that 1 A square, 1 B square, 1 C square is A minus B minus C minus A. Hence the required determinant value is ABC into A minus B minus C minus A. Only find the determinant of 1 A square A cube, 1 B square B cube, 1 C square C cube. 1 A square A cube, 1 B square B cube, 1 C square C cube. Now to evaluate this determinant, as if in previous determinants, make maximum number of elements in any row or any column zeros. So it is clear that you can make this position 0, you can make this position 0 by subtracting these elements from R1. So R2 goes to, the transformations are R2 goes to R2 minus R1, R3 goes to R3 minus R1, gives us 1 A square A cube, 0 B square minus A square, B cube minus A cube, 0 C square minus A square and C cube minus A cube. Once taking the transformations, R2 goes to R2 minus R1 and R3 goes to R3 minus R1. Immediately these two positions becomes 0. So in this column 2 elements are zeros. Hence expanding the determinant about this column, expanding the determinant about this first column, expanding determinant about C1, we get 1 into eliminating that row and column, the remaining determinant of submatrix, that is B square minus A square, B cube minus A cube, C square minus A square, C cube minus A cube. The remaining elements, since they are zeros, correspondingly the values is 0. That means you can able to reduce the 3 by 3 determinant to 2 by 2 determinant by making maximum number of elements in the column 1. Clearly B minus A is a factor in the first row, C C minus A is also a factor in the second row. Taking common factors from the row elements, first row and second row elements of this 2 by 2 determinant, we get here B plus A, here B square plus AB plus A square. Similarly, here we get C plus A, here is C square plus AC plus A square, A square. Now evaluate that 2 by 2 determinant by its definition, AD minus BC form. Evaluating that 2 by 2 determinant, we get B minus A into C minus A. Now evaluating the determinant, B plus A multiplied by C square plus AC plus A square, C plus A minus of C plus A into B square plus AB plus A square. Now on simplification, we get the required determinant value. Now this is BC square plus ABC plus BA square plus AC square plus A square C plus A cube minus CB square minus ABC minus CA square minus AB square minus A square B minus A cube. Now here plus ABC minus ABC cancel, and plus A cube minus A cube cancel. Collect and the remaining terms, B minus A into C minus A into, collecting BC square here and minus CB square here, taking these two as one pair. Similarly, BA square and minus AB square as one pair, collecting these two. Here A square C with negative sign cancel, plus A square C here, plus A square C here, A square C, okay. Collecting BC square minus CB square, okay. Next BA square, and this is also cancel here, of course. Now BA square and BA square cancel, A square C minus A square C cancel. Next, only these two terms exist. Once you take these two terms as one pair and the other two pair, AC square minus AB square. Okay. Okay. This is B minus A into C minus A. Taking BC as common here, we get C minus B. Taking A as common, we get C square minus B square. Still you can factorize C square minus B square as C minus B into C plus B. Now from these two terms you can take C minus B as common. So that remaining terms are A into C plus B. Now interchanging the terms in these two factors and writing it in cyclic order, A minus B into B minus C. Once you interchange these terms in this factor, you get negative. Once you interchange this factor, the terms of this factor, once again you get one more negative sign, negative into negative positive. So that C minus A, take C minus A as it is, and this is AB plus BC plus CA. In cyclic order, the determinant of 1, 1, 1, A square, B square, C square, A cube, B cube, C cube is A minus B, B minus C, C minus A, AB plus BC plus C. So, this is the way of evaluating such determinants. These determinants are important. 1, 1, 1, column wise. I am reading as column wise. 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, A square, B square, C square. Similarly, 1, 1, 1, A square, B square, C square, A cube, B cube, C cube. Similarly, 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, A cube, B cube, C cube. Like that. You can evaluate the determinants by taking different values for A, B, C. You can able to find the values of the determinants. Next, determinant of alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha square, beta square, gamma square. Beta plus gamma, gamma plus alpha, alpha plus beta. Find the determinant of alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha square, beta square, gamma square. Beta plus gamma, gamma plus alpha, alpha plus beta. Now taking alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha square, beta square, gamma square. Beta plus gamma, gamma plus alpha, alpha plus beta. Once you observe the elements in the given determinant and adding the first row elements to the third row elements, alpha plus beta plus gamma. Here beta plus gamma plus alpha, that means alpha plus beta plus gamma. Here gamma plus alpha plus beta, that means alpha plus beta plus gamma. Once you add R1 elements to R3, you get the same value throughout the row. Hence, by such an observation, you can take this transformation. R1 goes to R1 plus R3 initially. Taking the transformation R1 goes to R1 plus R3. Adding the first row elements to third row elements, corresponding elements, and writing in first row. We get alpha plus beta plus gamma. Similarly, alpha plus beta plus gamma, alpha plus beta plus gamma in the first row. The remaining two rows are as it is. The affected row is only R1 here. Gamma plus alpha and alpha plus beta. Now, taking alpha plus beta plus gamma common from the first row. Taking alpha plus beta plus gamma common from R1. Get alpha plus beta plus gamma into, get 1, 1, 1 as first row elements. Alpha square, beta square, gamma square. Beta plus gamma, gamma plus alpha, alpha plus beta. Now make these two elements zeros. For that, take the columns. C2 goes to C2 minus C1, C3 goes to C3 minus C1. C2 minus C1, C3 minus C1 gives us 1 alpha square beta plus gamma 0 and beta square minus alpha square. Gamma plus alpha minus beta minus gamma. Gamma cancel, alpha minus beta. Similarly, gamma square minus alpha square. And alpha plus beta minus gamma. Beta cancel. We get alpha minus gamma. Okay. Now, expanding this determinant about first row. Expanding determinant about R1, we get alpha plus beta plus gamma into 1 into this determinant of submatrix. The remaining values becomes zeros because these two elements are zeros. So the 3 by 3 determinant reduces to 2 by 2 determinant. Now that is alpha plus beta plus gamma into, from this you can take alpha minus beta as common. Alpha minus beta or beta minus alpha as common. Take beta minus alpha as common from C1 and gamma minus alpha from C2. We get beta plus alpha minus 1 here because here is alpha minus beta. Here we get alpha plus gamma. Here is minus 1. Taking beta minus alpha from the first column and gamma minus alpha from the second column as common. This is alpha plus beta plus gamma into beta minus alpha into gamma minus alpha. Evaluate the determinant. By definition, this is minus beta minus alpha. Multiplying in this direction, you have to consider minus. So plus gamma plus alpha. Alpha cancel here. That gives us alpha plus beta plus gamma in cyclic order, alpha minus beta. Here you can write beta minus gamma and gamma minus alpha. This is the required determinant value. Of course, the evaluation of the determinant and applying the transformations are not unique. Not unique means you can use the transformation as if you like, but you try to make maximum number of elements in a row or column zeros, so that the determinant evaluation of the determinant becomes easy. Evaluation of the determinant easy in such a case once you make the elements, maximum number of elements of a row or column zeros. Next one. Next problem. The value of the determinant root 13 plus root 3, 2 root 5, root 5, root 15 plus root 26, 5, root 10, 3 plus root 65, root 15, and this is pi. Evaluate the determinant root 13 plus root 3, 2 root 5, root 5, root 15 plus 2 root 6, 5 root 10, 3 plus root 65, root 15, 5. Now, once you observe the elements of determinant, here we have root 13. Now, it can be written as 2 into 13 under root 26 can be written as 2 into 13. So, root 13 you may get root 13 common, and this is 5 into 13. So, root 13 may common from these 3 terms, and root 3 is common from these 3 terms, and root 5 is common in these terms, and root 5 is common in these terms. So, by such an observation you can evaluate this determinant. Now, consider the determinant like this: root 13 plus root 3, 2 root 5, root 5. Write root 15 plus root 26 as root 26 plus root 15, 5 root 10, and root 65 plus 3, root 15, 5. Here each and every term of the first column, each and every term of the first column are expressed as sum of 2 terms. So, you can split this determinant as sum of 2 determinants by the properties of the determinants. Hence, you can split this determinant as sum of 2 determinants, just like root 13 to root 5, root 5, root 26, 5, root 10, and root 65, root 15, 5, plus the remaining determinant is root 3, root 15, 3, and 2 root 5, 5, root 15, and this is root 5, root 10, 5. Determinant, this determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 determinants because the first column elements are sum of 2 terms. So, by the properties of determinants, any row, elements of any row or column are expressed as sum of 2 terms or more terms. You can split the determinant as sum of different determinants. So that from this column you can take root 13 as common here. Now, take root 13 from the first column and root 5 from the second column, again root 5 from the third column. Taking root 13 as common from the C1, and root 5 from C2, and root 5 from C3. We get 1 here, root 2 here, and root 5. Similarly, 2 here, root 5 times, and root 3. And here is 1, root 2, and root 5, because you are taking root 5 as common from the third column. Plus, similarly, try to take the common factors here. So, here also you can take root 3 from the first column, root 5 from the second, root 5 again from the third column. So that the first column becomes 1, root 5, root 3, because I am taking root 3 as common here. And from the second column, taking root 5 as common, we get 2, root 5, root 3. and the third, from the third column taking root 5 as common, 1, root 2, root 5 we get. So that otherwise you can evaluate these two determinants separately by taking this determinant as delta 1 and this is delta 2. Separately you can evaluate the determinants and you can add the determinants. But here, by observing column 1 and column 3, these two are identical. Column 1 and column 3 are identical. Once two columns or two rows are identical, then the determinant value is 0. Clearly, this determinant value becomes 0 plus. So, hence it becomes 0, this total term becomes 0. Now, this is root 5 into root 5, 5 root 3 into, now we will evaluate this determinant, 1, 2, 1, root 5, root 5, root 2 and root 3, root 3, root 5. Now, by row operations or column operations, you can evaluate this determinant. That is equal to 5 root 3 into, apply, R1 goes to 2 R1 minus R2 and R3 goes to 2 R3 minus R2. So that the determinant becomes, here R1, this is columns, not rows. C1 goes to 2C1 minus C2 and C3 goes to 2C3 minus C2. Like, apply column wise transformation to make these two positions zeros here. Once to make these two positions 0, I am fixing this column and making these transformations to C1 minus C2. Multiply the first column elements with 2 and subtract those values from the elements of corresponding elements of C2. So, 2 minus 2, 0. 2 root 5 minus root 5, that gives us root 5. 2 root 3 minus root 3, that gives us root 3. 2 and root 5, root 3. Similarly, 0, 2 minus 2, 0. 2 root 2 minus root 5, 2 root 2 minus root 5, 2 root 5 minus root 3. Now, evaluate the determinant about first row, expanding the determinant about first row, 5 root 3 into 0 into this value 0 minus 2 into, eliminating the first row and second column, the remaining determinant is root 5, 2 root 2 root 5 and root 3, 2 root 5 minus root 3. That is minus 10 root 3 into the determinant, evaluating the determinant, root 5 into this value, 2 into 5 minus root 15, multiplying this one with negative sign, minus 2 root 6 plus this is root 15, minus root 15 plus root 15 cancel. That gives us minus 10 root 3 into 10 minus 2 root 6, or taking 2 as common and interchanging the terms, it becomes plus. So, 20 root 3 into 5 root 6 minus 5, root 6 minus 5, 20 root 3 into root 6 minus 5 is the required value. Okay. Instead of taking this column wise transformation, you can take straight away, you can take the difference of these two so that you can make zeros here. In such a way also you can able to find the value of the determinant. Of course, transformations are not unique. You can do as according to your convenience. They are not unique. Next one. This is more problem.